Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bhajasi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda.
Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu
Radha. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanan Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol. Can you raise the volume? Hari Bol Gaura Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Nitai Gauranga ki jai, Shri Krishna Balaram ki jai, Shri Srinivasa Govinda ki jai, Shri Lakshmi Narasimhadev Anantadev ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 3, text 27. प्रकृतेः क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा कर्ताहम् इति मन्यते प्रकृतेः क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहङ्कारविमूढात्मा कर्ताहम् इति मन्यते. Word to word meaning, please repeat. Prakritehe, of material nature, kriyamanani, all being done, gunaihi, by the modes, karmani, activities, sarvashaha, all kinds of, ahankara vimudha, bewildered by false ego, atma, the spirit soul, karta, doer, aham, I, iti, thus, manyate, thinks. Purport and translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation. The bewildered spirit soul, under the influence of the three modes of material nature, thinks himself to be the doer of activities which are in actuality carried out by nature. Please repeat. The bewildered spirit soul, under the influence of the three modes of material nature, thinks himself to be the doer of activities which are in actuality carried out by nature. Purport. Two persons, one in Krishna consciousness and the other in material consciousness, working on the same level, may appear to be working on the same platform, but there is a wide gulf of difference in their respective positions. The person in material consciousness is convinced by false ego that he is the doer of everything. He does not know that the mechanism of the body is produced by material nature, which works under the supervision of the Supreme Lord. The materialistic person has no knowledge that ultimately he is under the control of Krishna. The person in false ego takes all credit for doing everything independently, and that is the symptom of his nescience. He does not know that this gross and subtle body is the creation of material nature under the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and as such, his bodily and mental activities should be engaged in the service of Krishna in Krishna consciousness. The ignorant man forgets that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is known as Hrishikesha, or the master of the senses of the material body, for due to his long misuse of the senses in sense gratification, he is factually bewildered by the false ego, which makes him forget his eternal relationship with Krishna. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Jai Srila Prabhupada. So here Krishna says, Prakrutehe gunaihi kriyamanani, karmani kriyamanani. So there are activities that we do with this body these activities, karmani, kriyamanani, the activities we do, this body is nothing but made of prakrutehe gunaihi. Prakrutehe gunaihi means the modes of material nature. There is sattva-guna, rajoguna and tamoguna. Modes of goodness, passion and ignorance. So material nature has these three modes. And it is said here that our activities, karmani kriyamanani, is being done by this prakrute gunaihi, these modes of material nature, sarvashaha, always, in all respects. But we think, ahankara vimudhatma karta aham iti manyate. We, bewildered by ahankara. Ahankara means, what is ahankara? False ego. In simple English terms, aham car, I am car. If the driver thinks, instead of I am the driver, I am the car, is it the right thinking? If the car gets dinged, there is a dent in the car, you won't sleep the whole night. Why? Because the car is dented. Oh, such a beautiful car. It's dented. You are not dented. The car is dented. But you are identifying yourself with the car. Like the body. We identify ourselves with the body, even though we are spirit soul. As we get older, we look in our mirror. Oh, I'm getting gray hair. I'm getting wrinkles. And we try to take care of the body. But it won't stop growing, getting old. But we get affected thinking we are this body. So ahankara means the thinking, the identification of me who is spirit soul with my body. That is called ahamkar. So vimudhatma, ahankara vimudhatma means a person who gets bewildered by this false ego thinks himself to be the doer of activities which are in actuality being done by the modes of material nature. So one time we went to an entertainment park. It's not entertainment park, some kind of a zoo or something, when my son was very young. He was very active and naughty, but he was probably little younger than Heyansh. So we went, and there was a tram that is taken across from one end of the zoo to the other, from the high, where there is a rope, and you are taken in that tram, tied to that rope from one end to the other. And usually these trams are enclosed with a glass wall, but unfortunately, it was not in that case. And I don't know how they allowed a small boy inside that, even though there was an adult, I was there. They allowed both of us in the tram which was being taken from one end to the other. So I looked at that, I thought it's relatively secure. There was secured these things around the four borders. So we got into the tram, and this boy didn't have any fear. He doesn't know he doesn't know the fear of falling down. He doesn't know the fear of heights. He doesn't sense danger. And so this boy is like active, trying to, climb, trying to jump, trying to do all kinds of mischief. And I was like, my heart was in my mouth all the time. I was like trying to hold on to him, and he wouldn't get hold like that. And the whole ride, like 10 to 15 minutes, it was like a hellish experience. There was nothing I can do. I cannot wave, I cannot shout, because everybody is going. They cannot stop in the middle of the ride. If they stop, that will be even more dangerous. I was just hoping that this will get soon and I'll go to the other end. It was such a dangerous thing. And when I did get down, it was such a relief and such an endurance of anxiety I had. And the boy didn't have anything, he didn't feel anything. So the point I'm trying to convey is that the moment you make a choice, every moment we make choices in this world, to associate with something, to do something, to get into something. Once you make the choice, the next period of time, the 10 minutes or 15 minutes, you will have no control of the consequences of your choice. Every choice comes with a consequence. And once you are put into that consequence, you will have no choice or no freedom whatsoever. You have to just endure that experience or that consequence. Or in other words, if you choose to rob, the consequence is you will be punished. If somebody chooses to murder, they have to face the consequence. They'll be put in the jail. There'll be very little freedom. Isn't it? But one who thinks, oh, I'm free, I can do whatever I want. Say one who goes to the jail after committing such criminal act, and then he is put in a prison, put in a cell, and he's walking in the jail every day. And if he thinks, oh, I am a free man, he is bound by the shackles. Is that the right thinking? Because he's bound. He's being dragged by these shackles. He's not doing things on his own. He's being dragged. If one thinks he's independent, he is the enjoyer, he is the doer, is it the right thinking? No. This is exactly what Krishna is saying in this verse. The activities that are being done in this body is just like the person who goes to the prison house is shackled, is being dragged, and this person has to move left or right as the shackles are dragging him. But he's thinking, I'm independent. So the other example is that one might think, okay, you're talking about a person in the prison house. Now I don't have any shackles. I'm free to go anywhere. I can run, I can play, I can enjoy with my senses. I'm free, I'm independent. So what do you think? Are we really free? Independent? Why? So Prabhupada gave this example. Let's say there is a dog. The dog is coming and barking. The dog cannot talk like us, right? The dog can only bark. So if the dog thinks, I am free, I am enjoying. Yes, you are free, you are enjoying, but you can only bark because you are in the body of a dog. You cannot think and act like a human being. That means, based on the body you are given, you will act according to that body. Or the body is forcing you to act in a particular way. You are not free to choose whatever way you want to act. The dog cannot choose, now let me act like a saint, let me meditate. Let me be a professor. No. It is given the body of a dog, he has to act like a dog and bark. Now the human being also, if he is talking nonsense, what is the difference between a dog's barking and a human being talking nonsense? The human being is saying, I am really independent, I can do whatever I want, I can eat whatever I want, I can do whatever I want. Like the dog is running from one end of the street to the other end, and the human being is going from one end of the freeway to the other end with his car. Both are acting. How is it different? How is the human being different? One might say, oh, I'm enjoying my freedom. So Prabhupada gives this powerful example. Let's say a tiger, the tiger body. The tiger is considered, or the lion, for example, is considered the king of the jungle. So that means king means must be a lot of power, a lot of enjoyment. But it seems this lion and the tiger, they lead a very miserable life. You know why? You might think, oh, he's the most powerful animal. He can capture and kill anybody it wants. Why does it live a miserable life? Any answers? Why does the lion or tiger lead a miserable life? Because it does not get its prey very easily. Will anybody want to come and enter the mouth of the tiger or the lion? Everybody escapes, runs away, isn't it? So when the tiger is on the prowl, there are all these kinds of birds and monkeys. There are several animals, they make some kind of an indication. Hey, the tiger is there on the prowl, watch out. And immediately all these animals sense the danger and they start running away. And so it does not get its prey very easily. So out of a lot of hard work, it goes and catches, and then it holds it for days and days until it gets decomposed, because it doesn't get the food very easily. See how miserable the life of a tiger is? So similarly, there are different bodies in this world. There is a tiger body, dog's body, cat's body, a reptile's body, insect body, the fish body. The fish is enjoying in the ocean. So we recently went to a trip with the devotees. So there they took us in Alaska, one place where they show this salmon fish coming back from the ocean to the place where there is a creek. So there is this creek in that village where this salmon fish is born. And then the salmon fish, it passes through that creek and enters the river stream and goes and joins the ocean, the huge Pacific Ocean. And it seems it'll enjoy the life in that Pacific Ocean for 5 years. So we don't know where it goes in that ocean. It's a huge ocean, right? And from one end of Alaska, it might go to California as well. Because it's a huge ocean, it explores and enjoys the whole ocean for 5 years. And it becomes big. And miraculously, at the end of 5 years, it comes back from wherever it goes. It doesn't matter whether it is wandering in the same region or goes all the way down to the other end of the ocean or wherever it can go in 5 years. It miraculously traces its path back. You see the miracle? In the ocean it traces back its path and exactly tries to come to the same creek. What are the chances? Exact same. There are thousands of such creeks, millions of such creeks probably. And it exactly comes through the same path and tries to go to that creek to lay its egg because it knows that it is going to die very soon. And you know, these bears and eagles, they know exactly the path these salmons take because it has to come across the stream because the rivers are going and joining the ocean, And for the salmon to come back, it has to come across the stream and keeps jumping to cross the waves. And the moment it starts to jump, either the bear will catch it or the eagle will catch it. So out of 10 fish which try to go back to its creek, only around 2 fish make it. And they lay its egg and eventually they die very soon. So if the fish is thinking it is enjoying, but actually it is, how can a fish come back to its place? Does it have extraordinary memory by itself? So how is the fish tracking its way back? Or how does the baby, a newborn baby, know how to reach for the breast milk and suck the breast of the mother? It's after all a newborn baby. How does it have the knowledge? What is the answer? Because Krishna is there in the hearts of every living entity. Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishto mattah smrutir gnanam apohanam cha vedaischa sarvairahameva vedyo vedanta krit veda videva chaham. So Krishna is there in the hearts of all living entities. He is directing the wanderings. He is giving the memory. He is giving the memory to the baby. He is giving the memory to that fish. He is giving memory to these birds that migrate from thousands of miles during the winter season and then go back again to the same place. It seems some birds, they never make it. They come back one path, they lay its egg, they die. The baby makes its way back to the same path where it came from. How does the baby know? Thousands of miles. Isn't it miraculous? The wonders of nature. So Krishna is in control of this material nature. Krishna is satisfying the desires of the living entities. So why there are 8,400,000 species of life? There is, as I said, dog's body, cat's body, fish body, tree's body. Why does Krishna punish us? Now you become a cat. Now you can become a dog. Now you become a fish. Why there is different kinds of bodies? Anybody? Karma? Okay, karma. There is even subtler aspect of it. Yes, karma, of course. Karma determines your extent of enjoyment or suffering in this body. But what particular kind of body you get, your desire and association with particular modes. Like you go to a place where there is an epidemic. You infect yourself with that germs, with that bacteria, isn't it? So you chose to go and associate with that particular germs. Because of your choice, you wanted to associate. So therefore, you get infected with that particular germ. Similarly, if you associate, people are saying, there is no God, I'll serve my dog. The next life they'll become, most likely, dogs. So by your so-called independence, see how you are going to end up in suffering? By misuse of independence. I don't want to serve Krishna. Originally, we are all servants of God. Mamaivamsho jiva loke jiva bhutah sanatanaha manah shashthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati. So Krishna says, eternally we are all parts and parcels of God, Krishna. And our duty is to serve Krishna. Just like we have this body, the duty of all the parts is to supply food to the stomach. If the hand says, why am I working so hard, mixing the food and providing it to the stomach, I want to eat myself. Will that be a happy position for the hand? So it has to cooperate and serve the stomach, and then it gets the nourishment. So we are all part and parcel of Krishna. We have to serve Krishna so that we can get the right nourishment and enjoyment. But if we think independent, we end up in suffering. We end up in one of these bodies by our association. Purushaha prakritistho hi bhunkte prakritijan gunan karanam guna sangosya sadasadyoni janmasu. Based on the modes we have to associate with, that kind of a body we get. And once we get that body, we have to act like that body. Either like a cat or a dog or a baby or a Sudra or a politician or a Kshatriya. Whatever body we get, we are forced to act according to that body. We are not independent. So, for example, there is a multiple choice question. We all know multiple choice questions. So, the one question says, what is the capital of India? And the three answers are given. Option A, Moscow. Option B, Pakistan. Option C, Mars. What is the capital of India? So what we'll choose? There's no D. None of the above, all of the above, not applicable, nothing is there. So what we will choose? So you have to write the exam, you have to choose one. Now we are all laughing, no? Hey, what kind of question is this? What kind of answer? Why am I being forced? But that is actually what is happening to us in this world. We are given these three modes: Sattva guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, goodness, passion and ignorance. And we are being asked, if you have to come to this world, you have to choose one of these options. And some of us are choosing to become cat, some of us choosing to become dog, some of us choosing to become fish. Instead of three options, there are 8,400,000 options. I just simplified it. You have to choose one of these options. And once you choose the option, you have to either bark or you have to either bite. You have to act accordingly. So this is the world of, we are thinking we are enjoying, but actually it is suffering. This so-called independence. I am free to act however I want. You think logically. Say you bought a nice Ferrari car, spending millions of dollars. I don't know how much it is, whatever. So you bought a car. It can go 300 miles per hour speed. You get onto the road. Can you drive 300 miles per hour? It can go, no? Can you drive 300 miles per hour? Why you cannot drive? Huh? There is speed limit. But if the guy thinks, hey, now I bought this car, it belongs to me, let me do whatever I want. My enjoyment, my life. What will happen? Huh? Crash. Before the crash, he'll get caught. Or he'll crash and he will kill somebody or get killed also. So is that enjoyment? Independently thinking I can do whatever I want. So it is illusory enjoyment. So one who thinks I am independent, I can enjoy whatever I want, is just like This foolish person thinking, no, I got this car, I can do whatever I want. Or a person in jail thinking, I am free, I don't care for the government. You are under the control of the government. Either you are outside or within the jail, you have to be controlled by the government. So an intelligent person, so instead of these three choices, the spiritual master, he knocks your door, or when you come to the temple, you're presented a Bhagavad Gita. When you learn about Bhagavad Gita, that fourth choice arises. New Delhi. Yes, now I want to choose that. So taking to spiritual life, taking to Krishna consciousness is going beyond the limitations of these three modes. Taking that fourth choice, that is a transcendental mode, Shuddha Sattva. Beyond the Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, there is Shuddha Sattva, which is when we identify ourselves with servant of Krishna, as servant of Krishna, then Krishna says, yes, this is your happy condition. This is not illusory condition. This is your happy condition. Because in this world, in the night time, we all leave the body and go somewhere. Do you agree with me? When does that happen? Huh? Dream. So dream is nothing but we are leaving the body, isn't it? We have this gross body. Now we leave the body and take my subtle body and go to some jungle, get chased by the lion or tiger, or get into some car, or enjoying like a king, or become a beggar, whatever it is. So either in this body or we accept the subtle body, we are suffering. But when we accept a body or identify ourselves as a servant of Krishna, that is the only condition of reality, no illusion. Krishna will take us out of the illusion. And eventually we go back to Godhead, where there is no gross body, subtle body. We reinstate ourselves as servant of Krishna and get above these tribulations of birth, death, old age and disease. So for that, we have to practice being the servant of Krishna, always reminding ourselves to be the servant of Krishna. And the primary way of doing that is by chanting his holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So now we'll be doing that practicals, all of us. So anybody coming for the first time? Hare Krishna, welcome, Hare Krishna. So we'll be chanting 108 times with the mala you get. So these beads have 108 beads. This mala has 108 beads. And on each bead, we will chant the full mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So the beauty is, in spirituality, there is no difference between the name and the named. Vachyam, Vachakam. In material sense, if I am called here, if I am there in that room, I am not here, I am there. But in spirituality, because God, there is no relativity, it's absolute. God is non-different from his name. So when I call Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna is there in that sound. When you see Krishna in the form of the deity, Krishna is there in the form of the deity, is not different from the deity. When you hear the sound of the words of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's words are not different from him. See the beauty? Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Abhinnatvan Nama Namino. Krishna is absolute. His holy name is not different from him. So it is recommended in the scriptures, in this Kali Yuga, Harer Nama Maiva Kevalam Kalau Nastieva Nastieva Gatiranyadha. So in this Kali Yuga, which is full of faults, anxieties, hypocrisy, quarrel, Kali means itself that, dissension. The only method for liberating ourselves from this material existence is by chanting the name of Lord Hari. Harer Nama Namaiva Kevalam. There is no other way, no other way, no other way. So what other easier process than to chant the holy name of Krishna, by which we access Krishna right in our ears. The moment you hear Krishna, Krishna can enter through the ears. So we simply have to vibrate these holy names, chant with your mouth, produce the sound. So this is not just thinking Krishna in the mind. We produce the sound Krishna. Kalikale Namarupe Krishna Avatar. Namarupa. The Nama has to be vibrated with our mouth. And when we hear that, that's the effective way of chanting the holy name. So we chant the full mantra 108 times on these beads. You can leave the bead which has the thread on top. And on each bead, we will chant 108 times together for the next 10 minutes. And we chant outside. The only thing you need to remember is pronounce every syllable properly and very attentively you hear whatever you pronounce. It's the most effective way of doing it. And anything outside, you just ignore. And your mind will certainly deviate in between. But you bring back the mind the moment you notice it. Again, focus the mind on the sound vibration. It's a wonderful, powerful method of meditation. Any questions before we start? Anyone? So let's take the blessings of Guru Gauranga before we start. Please repeat after me. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita